of you have a mysterious pen pal. Occasionally, you write to her and she writes to you. Her name is Fate. And at some point in your life, you've probably received this one letter from her. It goes like this. Dear friend, this is Fate writing to you. In case you forget, I'd like to remind you that I'm in control of you and I'd like to teach you a lesson. So I'm going to ruin everything you've worked so hard for just to tell you that you can't escape me. With love, Fate. Have you received that letter? Because I have way too many times. And if you haven't, worry not. You will get one in the future. And for some people, when they got Fate's letter, when they lost their job, when they lost someone, when they got a disease, and then gave up, when they got Fate's letter, all they could say was, maybe it's fate. Maybe it's meant to be. There's nothing we can do about it. Of course there's nothing you can do about it because you accept it. But not me, and nor should you. Why? Well, I'm going to tell you my story of how I learned the cruelty of fate and how to manage it. 9 years ago, I first heard about the hardest English competition in Thailand called TEDxYouth. Only the top 10 people were selected from hundreds, and then they picked one winner. I didn't win. I was disappointed, but as we were walking back to the school van, my dad stopped me and pointed past my face to the left. There was this huge wall, and hung down the whole side of the wall was this gigantic poster. And on the poster was the picture of the trophy. My dad said, that trophy, one day you will get it. That was when the competition really started for me, when my dad gave me fire to fight until I'm a winner. From that day on, I came home, trained until my brain bled, and then next year I went back to the competition. I didn't win, came home, trained, next year went back, didn't win, came home, trained, next year went back, didn't win, came home, trained, and next year, again. It went on like this for 4 years, but never did I win once. Then came the fateful year of 9th grade. As always, the school van arrived through the gates. I got off, straight in my uniform, and thought, I'm gonna get that trophy. The competition was held in this huge school, was a huge affair, with all these people left and right as far as the eye could see, like armies of ants, walking, talking, reading, running. And before long, the speaker boomed, it is time for the first round. Contestants, please proceed to the test room. And before I knew it, I was standing on a stage, and it was time to announce the winner. 9 other contestants stood beside me in a line. The audience whispered in suppressed excitement. Then the announcer opened his mouth. And the winner is... This is it. I bit my nail. The room hushed so quiet you could hear a pin drop. The air was charged with electricity. Everyone craned forward to listen. And the winner is Miss Tientip Chalokkongtaworn. That's me! I won! And yes, they jumped. I was overjoyed. Yeah! Happiness burst like firecrackers. Friends cheered, everyone clapped, smiles all around. I felt like the Queen of England. Then, the director handed me the trophy. Finally, I held it in my hands. Then, I looked over to my dad. He smiled. That was all I needed. After all those years of hard work, stress, sweat, and tears, we finally did it. Thank you, Dad. The room was loud and bright and vibrant. The announcer picked up his microphone and said, I apologize for the mistake. Miss Tientip didn't actually win. She got second place. Oh! At that moment, 5 years of my life's work came crashing down. I looked down, returned the trophy, went back to my seat. I was so humiliated, I couldn't look at anyone. I just wanted to go into a room, curl up into a ball, and just cry. At that moment, I received the cruelest letter from fate. Why? Why did fate have to get my hopes up to the top of the mountains just to drag them down again? I looked over to my dad, and he wasn't smiling anymore. He was staring into space at nothing. After 5 years of patience and efforts, kind words and hope, so much hope, after all that, and I couldn't give him this one stupid trophy. So near, but so far. I literally hold it in my hands, but I can't have it. Why, fate? You just couldn't let me lose in dignity? You have to go and tempt me and hurt me. Oh, here's your trophy. Oops, never mind. What? I'm not going to take that. I refuse. That night, I came home empty-handed. That night, despair and humiliation were my only friends, but that night, I tore up that stupid letter and I wrote her back. Dear fate. So you wanted to teach me a lesson, not meant for that trophy. I get that. Now it's my turn to teach you a lesson. Fate, darling, you don't mess with me. You can hurt me, you can throw anything at me, you can turn my role upside down. I will defy you. You don't want me to get that trophy? Guess what? Too bad, I will get it. With love, me. Don't tempt fate, they say. Well, fate tempts me. So I'm going to play with fire. I'm going to jump off the edge. I don't care anymore. I will fight, and I will win, and I will get that trophy. 3 years. 3 years and a vicious, rocky battle with fate later. Her Royal Highness Princess Tientip's trophy is standing on my shelf. To my parents, it's a representation of my English skills. But to me, it's a spoil of war. Won from fate herself. So, what's all this got to do with you? Well, it's got everything to do with you. Because when you get fate's letter, when you can't find a job, when you get rejected from your dream college, when you just can't afford that house, this is what you do. You fight and you don't let fate have a way, because in the end, no one is in control of your life but you, not even fate. Unfortunately, not many people realize this and they give up and they let fate have her way, but now you do. You've heard it said time and again that nothing is impossible. You know the concept well. So I'm not here to tell you it again, but I'm here to confirm that it is indeed possible, because I've experienced it myself when I thought everything was hopeless. I'm here to give you an insurance policy so you can leave all your hesitations behind and just go for it, because success is guaranteed. And if you're thinking about giving up, take out your phone. Okay? And now, look at the date. And now, look at the time. Now remember it. Why? Well, because if you're thinking about giving up, think back to this moment. Think back to November 16th, TEDxYouth ChiangMai 2014 at about 1:40 something p.m. Think that if I, just a normal person, can do what I thought was absolutely impossible for 9 years, why can't you? And as long as you refuse to lose, you win. From this day on, you are a winner. Promise me. promise me you are a winner. You have to, because I won't let you be anything else. And as a testimony of that, we shall write to fate right now. Let's see, how should we put it? Dear fate, this is us from TEDxYouth ChiangMai writing to you. We know you want to control our lives, but know this, you don't mess with us. We're not afraid of you. And if you think otherwise, we will fight and we will defy you until the day we die. And as long as we know this, as long as we refuse to give up, there is no force on earth that can move us, not even you. With love and defiance, us, TEDxYouth ChiangMai 2014, always the winners.